Women's Month means to me, it reminds me that as a woman, I should always show up courageously in everything that I do. Draw from the courage of the women who marched to the Union buildings in 1956, fighting for the rights of women so that they can be seen as equal. So South Africa today, as women, we are faced with a lot of challenges, and sometimes as females, we feel like victims. We feel like we can't do anything for ourselves. But we should always strive with the good hearts that we have and our warmth to bring the change that all females in South Africa deserve. And the woman who's inspired me in my life is my mom. She's a hardworking policewoman, waking up every day. She's been with the police service for almost 30 years now. And her mission is to ensure a safe South Africa. Even though she can't protect us as the girls that she's given birth to where we live, but every day she prays for our safety, and she does the best that she can, and she reminds us to be courageous and always fight for what we want and what we deserve, and for the people around us as well. So I submitted a paper for the SET Binder conference. So the SET Binder is the Society of Asphalt Technology, and they host a conference in September every year. This is their second one this year. So they called for abstracts at the beginning of the year, and I was given an opportunity to do research on a premature failed reseal, where we observed bubbles in the bitumen, and we were curious of what caused those bubbles because it led to the bleeding of the reseal. So I went out with a team from the lab. I led the team, and we were looking for answers to how did the water, if there is water in the seal, get into the seal, and why was it coming out? What was causing it to come out? So with the research, I developed a method where I took the reseal samples and added water underneath the reseal and created a model where we wanted to understand at what temperature and how much water actually causes the binder to come up to the surface with bubbles, and then it caused the bleeding. And we have successfully done that. So that's what I'll be presenting at the SET Binder conference on the 21st and 22nd of September in Pretoria at the CSIR International Convention Center. The research that I've done, as far as I know, based on my literature review, there haven't been any studies that go further into understanding what causes this binder rise, this bitumen to rise to the surface as a result of water being stuck underneath. Or the only information that we have that causes binder to rise is if the stones penetrate into the base and then the binder rises. But we haven't studied if there is water underneath the reseal. When does it start rising? When does it start causing the bitumen to rise? My experience at the Technical Excellence Academy started in March 2020, at the beginning of the pandemic. It's taught me to learn how to teach myself things, to learn how to go ask for help, because when you're in the pandemic and you are a learning student, you're given projects where you have to find solutions. Now there isn't no one around to just go and ask. You have to learn to pick up the phone and call your mentors. You have to find the information that will help you solve the engineering problem. So I was given a very interesting project to assess and propose design solutions. The R62 section 7, it was a 27-kilometer section that I worked on by myself, where I did the pavement assessment of the road, and I did the geometry assessment, and I did the hydraulic and hydrology of 3 structures. And I also led the team. We did the slope stability assessment of 5 critical slopes on that road, and we've presented all our information to the project managers to assist them prepare for the special maintenance projects that are coming up there. I recently started my site experience in July. I arrived on site, and it's actually my second time being on site, but not on a SANRAL job and not as an assistant resident engineer. So in the last 2 months, I have been getting myself familiar with the site and everything how everything that works, because it's different from design, where you can sit by yourself in the office and read the information you need and call your mentor and solve the problems. On site, there are different problems that we face, and we work in bigger teams where we have to collaborate. I have 3 colleagues that are assistant engineers, and we have a resident engineer as well. So I have to collaborate with them, and I also had to find my place because I'm new here, and I had to say, okay, this is what I can assist with, and I'm committing myself to taking responsibility for making sure that the quality of what is constructed on site meets what was designed, so that the client and the citizens can get the road that is of high quality and is safe for them to use. The site that I'm currently on is the R67 Section 5. It starts from Queenstown to Swart Bridge. When I joined SANRAL in 2020, I was busy with my postgrad studies, so I completed my master's in pavement engineering, cum laude, and I finished it in 2020.
The advantage of this project, people don't have to go to Gauteng, to other provinces, because the project is in their control. We've got a PLC that is coming from the community, and that is taking care of community needs. So this project is a lifesaver to our people. The paving is credited one, and others are non-credit courses, but they are assisting us because my guys didn't have any knowledge on how to build to make cabs, but through that training, it's a lifetime investment to them.
To me, it means a big opportunity for the workers and also for me as a businesswoman, because it's a opening of new opportunities for the workers. Also, there are new skills, because most of it they didn't know about the guardrails, so we have to give them the skills how to erect guardrails. It means a lot to them, because now they have skills and then they have something on their table, and to them it means this project mustn't end, so that they can continue to work, because they are coming from the poor background and also they didn't have a work at all. We did receive a training for myself and also for my staff on this project. We did the training of how to, for the safety side, we did, and also on how to do the work.
On the project, we are doing cabbing and channeling, but now we are doing the sidewalk, which is we're doing the edge beams on the sidewalk, and the length of the sidewalk is about 630 meters. The project means a lot to me for the starters, because it's my first project on civil, which is the biggest project that I have done so far. And it's a learning curve for me, because I'm acquiring skills on the project. We have also attended the training for doing cabbing and channeling. And also for the laborers, they will leave the project after 3 months with the skills, because they have also attended the training and they will be given the certificates for the training. So most of them have done the cab laying, so they will get those certificates. The impact that the project is bringing to the community of Queenstown and the other villages around Queenstown is that the project has employed mass people and is bringing food to the families of Queenstown and the villages. And also it's the roads is going to be safer and better to travel. And also they are having a sidewalk. This is going to limit the accidents from the road for the pedestrians, because they have their own path to walk instead of walking on the roads. We've received the training. I won't be sure if it's from SANRAL, because we received it through Roadmark. And I'm sure it's through SANRAL because the project is the employer of the project is SANRAL.
Here I'm doing caps. I started doing fencing last year, about 2 kilometers of fencing. Then now this year, when I started with the caps. Currently, maybe I've already done almost a kilometer. Well, the project to me, it's very educational. I'm glad that this project came Kirisani province, because this kind of road work is all over the province. So to us, especially to my company and myself and my workers, we're very much glad. It's so wonderful to start working with the road. Normally, we never start. We didn't know the road working before coming over here. It has got a great impact, because every people around, when passing by here and when they stop and talk to us, they are so great. So far, even ourselves, we're very much great, because this is our region, and our people in the region are very much happy, so that if the standard of the roads are that good, maybe some investors also, they can come and join us. There are a number of training that I've got that we are taught here, especially in the Molteno area and also here.